Welcome to Real Talk with Bobby G, the voice of New York. Today's topic, what we're going to be talking about today, what I'm going to be talking about today is basically Governor Cuomo, the New York governor, faces impeachment, and also there's rising pressure to resign. So basically, with that, okay, I'm going to just get into it. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is fighting for his political life amid calls for his resignation, local law enforcement inquiries, and the threat of impeachment by the state legislature following findings by the state's attorney general that Cuomo sexually harassed 11 young women in his office and official residence. A majority of New York State Assembly members on Wednesday told the Associated Press they support launching impeachment proceedings against the embattled governor if he doesn't resign. Cuomo engaged in a pattern of sexual harassment of women employees in his state of vice, violating federal and state laws. An independent investigation by State Attorney General Letitia James' office concluded. So with that being said, Governor Cuomo, he's been doing a lot of things been going on lately that I wasn't really feeling, that I didn't really like about Cuomo. Like, a couple of weeks back, he was talking about doing the mandatory door-to-door, like the vaccinations, like going to people's doors, knocking on people's doors and cars, and trying to force the vaccinations. Well, first of all, I'm going to say this too. He also, what's going to happen starting August 16th in New York City, what's going to happen is where basically people who are not vaccinated, you won't be able to go into indoor places like restaurants to eat. You can't go into the gym to work out, movie theaters, etc. The only people that will be able to go indoors in places like that are people who have already gotten vaccinated, who have a proof of vaccination or a vac card or something. So your vaccination, that's your license now to go indoor places. And if you if you don't have that, you're going to have to probably eat outside, and you're not going to go in places starting August 16th, and they're going to really push it next month in September. So with that being said, man, it's just getting crazy out here in New York City. And so I just, felt the need to speak on that because a lot of people in New York is getting frustrated with this. They claim that there's a spike so far as the COVID-19 cases like this. It went up. So I guess instead of shutting the city down, this gives them, the reason to do things this way to keep businesses open. So that's what I'm guessing. But at the same time, and then get this, employees who work at like government agencies, everyone's going, well, they're going to have to get vaccinated. And for the ones who don't, what's going to happen is they're going to have to, if you work in places where there's like a high amount of government workers, you're going to have to basically get tested every week if you're not vaccinated. You will have to get tested every week if you're not vaccinated, weekly. So that's what they said that they're going to be doing in the near future. So a lot of people in New York City is getting tired of this. A lot of these other states, if their government would even talk about doing some of these things, the people will get together and, and they will stand up. Like, they will stand up and be like, no, we're not having that. So then on another note, he says one thing, Governor Cuomo, he says one thing about, the vaccinations and, you know, keeping and barring people from going who's unvaccinated to go indoors now inside public places. But the thing is, he also posted a video I saw the other day on, someone posted, he sent me a video on Facebook Messenger where he said that, you know, he talks about the vaccinations is something that's, they shouldn't be enforcing people to do this, that, and the other. But, you know, it's kind of crazy because he's talking about doing all this stuff, mandating vaccinations, but then you see a video of him talking about, you know, the law, the legalities behind what's going on with the vaccinations. You know, so it's like, it makes me think, are you with it or are you not with it? You know, I don't know if that's something that he's trying to pull because of his impeachment, right? You know, people are now trying to get him to resign, why he did that. But I will send you the, matter of fact, I sent, I will, you know, so basically I will send it to people that I know. I will send it to my producer and like that. But if you go look for that, you should find it somewhere on, you know, online. You should find that post where he was talking about the legalities behind, you know, the COVID-19 vaccinations, you know, which is, it's just crazy, you know. Now, so far as the sexual allegations, that's just, I don't know what to say about that. I'm not in Albany, New York, you know, where, you know, these guys are at, you know, where the governor offices and everything. So I can't really speak on that. So, but hopefully he didn't do this stuff. Yeah, hopefully, but 11 women said that, you know, had these claims against him, you know, you may have to think he did something. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Bill Cosby case, you know, kind of like the Bill Cosby case, you know, where you have multiple women saying, you know, with these allegations on them, you know, so it kind of reminds me of that. So I don't know what to say about that, but if he's wrong, if you know he did something, he probably should resign. If he knows he's innocent, then I guess he should stay and fight. So, yeah. So that's it's just crazy. Me personally, after all the stuff that I hear he's doing, it kind of makes me like, you know, I do, you know, want him to resign after all this stuff that he's been doing. I do want him to resign. I don't, you know, the criminal charges against him, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know if he's going to get impeached, but, you know, if he did the stuff, he should step down. You know, we don't need people like that running our office. We don't need dictators here. So, we don't need dictators here trying to mandate this and that, force people to take things that they don't have, they shouldn't. It should be a choice. It should be a choice if a person wants to take a vaccination or not, you know. So, but, you know, we'll see how this plays out. You know, I'll probably have more on this next week or a little more. If anything major happens, I will definitely be speaking up on it. But, so we'll see what happens with that. So, So that's what's going on in New York. Hopefully, what's going to happen is they are eventually going to try to implement this in other states, depending on the spike. If it's going up, they're going to try to implement the same thing. So, depending on where you are, just pay attention to that and just try to do the right thing. If you know you don't have anything, you haven't got vaccinated, just still make sure you have that mask. Just make sure you got the mask. Let people know, hey, I don't have nothing. I'm wearing a mask, and make sure that you feel good that I'm, wearing a mask. You want everybody to feel safe. You want people to feel safe. I do want that. But I shouldn't have to take a vaccine. I want people to feel safe, though. You know, so when I'm in places around people, my mask goes on. If I'm outside and then walk in the streets or whatever, there's no one around me, yeah, I'm going to pull it down so I can breathe. You know? So, yeah, I'm going to just pretty much keep it like that. And, okay. So basically that's my thing, you know, in closing. So, also, okay. So you can also catch me on It's Real Talk radio Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. This week's topic is it controlling to demand your partner to not dress provocative? All right, that's going to be very interesting. Quite sure a lot of people are going to call in on that. So to listen online, you can go to itsrealtalkradio.com or click the link in the description box. To listen by phone, dial 563-999-3434 and dial 1 if you would like to speak. You can also reach me at bobbygrealtalk@gmail.com. I'll be releasing new content on YouTube every Sunday. This is Real Talk with Bobby G, the voice of New York, signing off. Peace.